Hey Mike, I'm over here on Cedar Bluff taking a look at the 4 units right here, and you can see what I mean. This is the height you stand at, so you have some long trips up to get to the front doors. That's about the only thing that bothers me as far as the location of the layout. I mean, the other places up and down the street, they're not bad, and it's real close to the interstate. I mean, I kind of like the area, and I can certainly see value here. Um, but the houses are in pretty rough condition, and we're going to take you. You can see right here where there's a lot of fascia and gutter damage. The house sits up so on the roof, but I can get you a vantage point to the backyard. Now, obviously, I would budget a good bit to either get rid of or tone down these large bushes out in the front. They really hide the house. There's a lot of missing gutters, and a lot of the trim and the fascia has a lot of water damage. Good news is all the air conditioning units are here. As we come around to the back, we've got a definite safety issue with this tree sitting half fallen right there. But all of the decks are in really bad condition, and a lot of rot, some warp. Some of that's going to need to be replaced, but I'm more concerned around the fireplaces. And you can see here and all the way up that there's a lot of damage and rot. You can see up here, I can't get into this unit, but there's got to be some water issues around that fireplace. I would definitely have these inspected very well, particularly the roofs, and check out the siding issues. And you see the roofs are kind of wavy. I think they've got some age on them. You can see a lot of dips in the decking. You can see some repairs that have taken place, like right there. I know walking through here in the back, there are some shingles that are laying in the ground back here. Also wanted to point out, we have a very large tree here that just did miss this unit. And we've got several other fallen and broken trees, so that's an expense that needs to be taken care of. Obviously this deck was damaged, but you can get a good idea of the condition of the wood of all the decks by looking here. Going to head back around. From what I can see peeking through the windows, the one we're going to walk into is one of the better units. Some of them have had appliances, lights, and the like stripped out of them. This is what I was talking about. You can see how there are just roof shingles all over the place. That hints to me we may have an issue on the roof. So as we come in, all the flooring is going to need to be changed out. It's either torn, grossly stained. All the walls will need to be painted. Here we've got damage from the bathroom that's above. Don't know how extensive that is, but I know right below it the floor dips as well. Here in the hall bath, it's the half bath and the laundry. Doesn't look that bad. Paint and new flooring. Probably paint the cabinets and it would be just fine. There has at some point been extensive damage that they've already made efforts to repair here to the roof. And you can see the difference between where you had the, the texture and it's been finished smooth. We've got our fireplaces. The carpet is not really salvageable. It does have a nice new back door on it. It has been replaced. You can see. So this was broken into at some point. There's definite settling in the house, and you can see by the crack right here. And this door frame, so you know, I don't know if you can tell by looking at it right here, but the right hand side is about an inch and a half lower than the left hand side, maybe an inch. And you definitely feel it when you walk through here. And this is where I think they've had a lot of water damage, and you can see where there's some rot and mildew there in the subfloor. Cabinets are in a little bit of rough shape. I would either I would probably just paint those and not worry about the wood finish anymore, but go ahead and leave the countertops the way they are. A couple older light fixtures need to be changed out. Got some other water stains on the ceiling, so we know roof was definitely an issue. Heading upstairs, again the right of the step, you ought to be able to see that everything's not in line. And it's not a big deal. It's just something we need to be aware of and make sure it's not an issue getting worse. But the right hand of the step is an inch lower than the left. And when you compare it to the baseboard behind it, you can definitely see where it's thin on one side and thick on the other. Upstairs, you see more cracking from settling. Door frame here has been replaced, but there is no door. You've got more settling in here where the wall is separating from the ceiling. Bathroom cabinet needs to be painted, and there's been a lot of water in here at some point. It may just be that they didn't have a vent fan in here, but you can't have this sort of a ceiling without having a way for the moisture to escape. And then the last bedroom. The bedrooms are not a bad size. Now when you step into the hallway here, it drops about an inch and a half, and the floor is really soft there, so we'll want to make sure we do check the decking. But bathroom does look, or the bedroom and bathroom do look fine. So that gives you a good overview. Hope that's helpful.